live from the House of LeMay Makeup and Dressing Room.
Here comes Amber, stop what you're doing. Here comes Amber, she's just doing what she can. Here comes Amber, cue the spotlight. Here comes Amber with 2 drinks in her hand. The matriarch of fashion, from sequins to her glasses, you can't look away. Ask her, does she do it? There's really nothing to it. She's got that feminine gaze. If you have a party, or if you're feeling naughty, call up the House of LeMay. Here comes your favorite gal. Here comes your queen. Here comes the talk of the town. It's Amber Live tonight. The music starts playing. It's time for cabareting on Amber Live tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn off all cell phones and get ready for your host, Amber LeMay.
Hi there! Hello there! Happy Sunday, everyone! And it's not just any Sunday, it's Leaf Peepin, Cider, Sippin, Revue Sunday! Oh, before we go any further, I want you to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you can to get some people to watch this, because they're going to say, thank you for reminding me. That was a fun show. And it's going to be. We have a lot to offer. Ooh, so let's get started. So Russell, come on in here, buddy.
Hey, Amber.
Are you in the busy of something important right now?
No, I'm just running a show of some kind.
You put so much work into this, and it's really
appreciated.
Oh, well, normally we do this show live on stage. I mean, over the last 20-some years, we've done it. We did it at Pearl's. We did it at the St. John's Club. We did it at the North End Studio. We did it at Vermont Comedy Club. We did it at Three Needs, all over town. But can't do that this year. So I said, hey, everybody come on Amber Live. Come on the 30th episode of Amber Live.
And this will be your first time doing it online.
Yeah. Oh my God. Now I can't see people if they leave. That's okay. But I'm really excited about tonight's show. But Russell, we had a little problem last week, didn't we?
We did. So we ran into an issue on Facebook, and some people got bumped off of Facebook. So we would like to recommend to people that if they would run into any issues, that they should switch over and use our YouTube channel. So if you have trouble watching on Facebook, you can go to youtube.com/AmberLive. And in fact, on YouTube, you're getting full HD. Facebook brings it down to 720. So Amber will be sharper and crisper than ever before. So try using the YouTube channel, and while you're there, subscribe to us on YouTube, and then you can follow us all the time. And it is my understanding, although I haven't tried it, but if you go into YouTube, I think you do have to be logged in and have an account, but you still will be able to comment. So get all your friends over to YouTube. You can make all your nasty comments about Amber there, Mark, and and have a great time on YouTube. And it's the same show, even better.
But the problem was last week we played a song. Oh my God! If you didn't see last week's show, wow, how cool was that? But we played a song from the guy's album, and Facebook just went, "Nope, you can't do that." Ugh. It was copyrighted, and so they shut us off. We didn't know it was happening, so some people got cut off, others didn't. Crazy Facebook. Anyway, that happened to one of the groups that was going to perform tonight as well. The Married Dancers, the Beaver Pond Ballet, they sent a song in that Facebook says, no, we can't play it. So what are we doing about that, Russell?
Well, you can go over to YouTube and see it. I've already loaded it up there, and it is ready to go. So everybody who's a fan of Married, after the show, pop over to YouTube, or if you're already watching on YouTube, just switch to that video and check it out. It's a great video with the song Kings and Queens by Ava Max, I believe.
Yeah, I want to thank Annie and Kat and Jer Coons for putting that together.
They did a lot of work.
Yes, they did. They're a great dance troupe. So anyway, so thank you very much.
You can see that on Facebook.
All right. So next we want to talk about the boosters.
Not only the boosters, but the bustiers. Our bustier club continues to grow, and this week, Doug and Fred sent a second bit of support to help us out and keep us going. And then Michael Schultz also joined the bustiers, and we always love our bustiers. And you can join the bustiers by sending us some support through Venmo at RJD Pro. It's right down there at the bottom. If you send $25 or more, you get one of these incredible Amber Live stickers. And Amber loves her stickers. Lord knows where she's been sticking them. And let's not forget, we also have, for our very top performers, the Super Bustiers, which Rial Masson, one of our big supporters and great friend, is the first member of. So join the Bustiers. It's a Venmo to send in whatever amount you would like at RJD Pro. It's very helpful to us.
And you know what? Tonight, if we were doing this at any of those clubs that I mentioned, you'd be paying $10-15 to go in and see it, and then plus buy some drinks. You're saving some money, all right? So how about throwing some $5-10? That'd be great.
It would be wonderful if you would all help us out, because it really does make a difference in how we can keep the show both going and growing. We're doing a lot with the money. We've got all kinds of big plans coming up that we'll talk about later in the show, and I think you'll be excited by it.
Yeah. All right. So now let's go on to the
caption. Yes, it is that time of the week, and if you remember, every week we put a picture up. And this year it's keeping with the Vermont, or this week, I keep saying this year, this week, we're keeping with the Vermont theme. We have a Vermont picture, and we would like you to send in your funniest captions. Here's the picture. And what you do is in the comments, just write caption and then put that it is a whatever funny caption you have. At the end of the show, Jack will come on and talk about and show the funniest captions. He really enjoys them. So let us move on from there to, switching gears here.
Hey, it's Lucy Belle LeMay here.
Well, what would a leaf peepin' cider sippin' review that features all the celebrities of Beaver Pond without a message from the Honorable Mayor Bibs Fisk? That's what I'm saying. So yes, we have live from the HotDamn Trailer Park in Beaver Pond, Vermont, the Honorable Mayor Bibs Fisk. Come on, Bibs. Hi there.
Hi, Amber. It's great to see you.
No, thank you. It's good to see you. I mean, I haven't been back to Beaver Pond since back in March before the quarantine. So it's good to see some Beaver Ponders.
Yes, I'd like to say we've missed you.
But you can't, can you? Bibs, well, I do want to say, I knew I was going to be away from Beaver Pond for a while, so I happened to take a memento with me. And if you're feeling a little bit naked tonight, it's because I took the official Beaver Pond town seal. Yeah, sorry about that, but it means so much to me. And, well, it does. So, Bibs, I understand you have a message you'd like to give my audience.
Yes, I do. Good evening, everyone, and thank you very much, Amber LeMay, for asking me to come on the show and be able to come into everyone's living room to talk with you about what's been going on in Beaver Pond over the past few months. I know this has been a very difficult time for all of us. 2020 has been a horror show in so many ways. The COVID pandemic, the national election, and then, just when you think things couldn't get any worse, the death of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. What a terrible loss her passing has been for our country. The beautiful necklace that I am wearing this evening is meant to honor Justice Ginsburg and the leadership she has shown throughout the years. Strong leadership is very important during these trying times. As I am sure you can imagine, many people have come up to me over the last months and urged me to run for statewide office. Well, I did give it serious thought. Ultimately, I decided that during this time of crisis, I needed to devote my full attention to being mayor of Beaver Pond. When it comes to the coronavirus, people think living here in bucolic Vermont means everything is fine, everything is safe. And while that's true to a certain degree, we have been touched by the pandemic. Beaver Ponders are a tight-knit group. We like to socialize, and so social distancing has been difficult, and some have been resistant. We've had COVID outbreaks in the HotDamn Trailer Park because certain people failed to observe proper distancing, mask wearing, and hand washing protocols. For instance, Lucy Belle, at first she said, I'm not going to wear a mask. She didn't think she should have to. She didn't want to cover her face. She didn't want to mess up her hair. Well, she ended up getting a lot of girls at the trailer park backing her. And before you knew it, people were refusing to abide by the protocols. Well, that resulted in a spread of the virus, which we've gotten under control now. We ended up quarantining most of the offenders to part of the trailer park, and that seems to have slowed or prevented, for the most part, the spread of the virus. We've kept that quarantine in place as a precaution, though. We've also had quite a scare at the Beaver Pond pork byproduct processing plant, excuse me. Yes, like so many of our country's meat processing plants, COVID-19 struck there as well. Who knew that meat packing was such a dangerous business? I don't know, but I have to tell you, Hank, who runs the plant, he's actually gotten things back up and running, and things are working more smoothly now. The workers are back on their jobs. And what you may have heard, actually, a lot of distilleries around the country are, during the pandemic, creating hand sanitizer instead of the normal products they would be making. And Hank got the idea of creating this really wonderful product. It's a bacon-scented sanitizer and lotion all in one. And it is something else. It smells so good. It's actually made from leftover pork renderings. And it's marvelous. And you know what's special about this is, rumor has it that it actually works really great as a personal lubricant and a spermicide. Yes. So that's a great product. Right now in Beaver Pond, we're really focusing on trying to be able to do our normal fall activities and remain safe. Beaver Ponders love Halloween. We love to go trick-or-treating, or as Marguerite LeMay likes to call it, trick and treating. Yes, but we're doing it differently this year. We're trying to be extra safe. We're encouraging, obviously, wearing masks, hopefully in holiday themes this year. And we're also working on social distancing. Some people in Beaver Pond are actually using those candy chutes that are made out of PVC piping. And I notice actually in the trailer park, a lot of people have started to drill holes in their door about waist high. And I guess that's to be able to pass candy through safely. Interesting. But we're doing new things. We're being very creative here. Another thing we're working on is trying to get ready for the election, which is, of course, a very big deal. The election is in November, as you know, and we're working on creating plans where mail-in ballots can be delivered and brought back to the polls safely. We're also working on social distancing in the polling places. Something new this year, which may upset certain people, is that only one person at a time can be in the polling booth. That's right. But it's what we have to do to be safe. You know, in closing, I just want to remind people that elections really do have consequences. If we've learned nothing else from the past months, it's that elections really do matter. And we're going to be paying for the consequences of our mistakes in 2016 for years to come. So I just want to encourage everybody to get out and vote, whether it's by mail, whether it's in person. Go out and vote and vote and vote. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mayor Bibs. What stirring oratory from the wonderful, honorable Mayor Bibs. So, Bibs, I was curious. Coming up in March is Vermont's town meeting day when we hold local elections. Are you up for re-election this year?
Well, I am actually, as some people might not know that in Vermont we have our mayoral elections in March, and I'll be up, and I certainly plan to run again this year.
Ooh, are you anticipating anyone running against you?
Well, I think people have learned not to run against me by now, but I'm certainly I welcome any other candidates to the race.
Okay, well, we'll get back to you in March around town meeting day, and we'll see what has popped up. Bibs, thank you very much. Enjoy the fall. I can't wait to get back to Beaver Pond.
Thank you. I hope to see you. Don't rush back, though, Amber.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye, Bibs. That is a Bib something. Oh, wow. Thank you, Mayor Bibs. And kicking off the Leaf Peepin Cider Sippin Revue. Really appreciate that. So, we talk about tourism, and one thing we see everywhere is people taking pictures. And there's some beautiful things to take pictures of in Vermont this time of year. And the best photographer I know is Stephen Meese. So we're going to bring in Stephen on to talk about taking pictures. Hey, Stephen, you can take your mask off. And I think you're muted.
There I am.
There you are. Hi, Stephen.
Hey.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So, Stephen, of all the photographers, you've probably taken more pictures of me and the House of LeMay than anyone else over the years.
Well, it's been my honor.
We can always count on you being there and making sure you capture us. But this time of year, you've been posting some beautiful pictures, and I think Russell's going to put some on the screen to show for us. So, okay, tell us about this picture, Stephen.
Well, that was a trip I made about a week and a half or so ago. Went up to Montpelier, stopped at the State House. There were beautiful maple there turning red, and had to stop and take that picture because it was so quintessential.
I know if someone hasn't been to Vermont, you've got to go to Montpelier and see the State House. It's just beautiful. And how about this one, Steve?
I'm not quite sure where that was, but it was along one of my trips. I mean, Montpelier was a great starting place because we headed up Route 2, headed towards Danville, and then ended up at Lake Willoughby.
Is that Lake Willoughby there?
Yes, it was quite the experience. The foliage was beautiful. It was cloudy, and we also discovered, unbeknownst to me, the nude beach at the top of the lake.
Oh,
that was a little surprising as I was going along.
Any pictures?
It felt uncomfortable to catch the foliage.
Okay, forgot your tripod, maybe.
Yeah.
And where's this?
That was along Route 2 heading towards Moortown, I think.
And there's what? Ooh, that's beautiful.
We caught sunset after Lake Willoughby. We headed back down through Barton, and
so what do you look for to take pictures of this time of year?
I mean, just about everywhere you look, there's scenic, the colors. Water is always a great feature. So if a lake or a pond, that really sets it off, and very often you get nice reflections of the trees.
That's very nice there. Nice different shades, different colors.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
that's incredible up in Barrie. If you go up to Millstone Trails, it's a trail that follows along some of the old quarries, and when you get to the top of the hill, that's the view you get.
Well, that one was stunning, and that's a pretty one too. You're walking in the woods.
Yep, that could be almost any back road or back hiking trail in Vermont.
Oh,
couple of years ago, caught that up near Smuggler's Notch. After I got up early, and there had been snow the night before, and sort of caught the 2 seasons there.
Oh, that is beautiful. So, yeah, there's your website there that people can go on and look at some of the most beautiful pictures that you've taken. Not just the scenery, just what's your favorite thing to take pictures of, other than drag queens?
Well, I love events. Champlain Valley Fair, the marathon I've done for years, where I capture you out there on Church Street.
Yes.
I'm hoping that comes back this year.
Yes.
This coming year. Lots of events, theater. I do a lot of lyric productions, and just sort of capturing life. I shoot a lot of pictures just in my backyard and in the neighborhood.
Well, very good. Well, thank you very much for sharing those, Steve. Thank you very, very much. And go to his website and get some of those pictures. That's beautiful. So thank you, Stephen. All right. So getting back to our people from Beaver Pond, because people say, you talk about Beaver Pond, but we don't hear or see them very often. Well, this next person you have seen on the show before. And hey, Lucy Belle. Hey, Lucy.
Hey, it's Lucy Belle LeMay here, the reigning queen of Beaver Pond, all the way from the HotDamn Trailer Park in Beaver Pond, Vermont. That's up in the beautiful Northeast Queendom of our beautiful state. And this year, the fall has been gorgeous. The leaves are amazing. And you know what? We thought it was going to be a very quiet, slow season this year. No, them little beavers took care of that. Yep, the little beavers of Troop 69 decided to go make them a sign, and it read, Amber LeMay lives here. And you would not believe all the tourists that have dropped by. They have been from all over the United States. It's amazing of all the people that came to Vermont. I just don't understand it. But anyway, them little beavers were selling them T-shirts because they would run up to the car and they'd say, oh, we want to see Amber. They go, oh, no, Amber's not here today. And they say, but you can buy a T-shirt if you'd like. And so they would. They'd buy an Amber Live T-shirt. And then the little beavers would sell them a mask. And then they'd sell them a bag of lint. Yeah, because everybody knows lint is the best fire starter. Oh, yes. And, of course, now everything in Beaver Pond is open for business. That's right. The ESV, LM, LL, CC, LM, WHS, TK, CC is open for business. That's right. Oh, where's my manners? That stands for the Edna St. Vincent LeMay Memorial Laundromat Library Community Center, now Lint Museum, Wi-Fi Hotspot, and Tourist Kiosk and Comedy Club, known as Woodchuckles. Oh, yes, people have been doing their laundry, using the tourist kiosk. Oh, it's just been great. And, of course, the laundromat is named after our dear departed grandmother, Miss Edna St. Vincent LeMay. Yeah, but you know what? We really missed having a live show this year. I missed having a Leaf Peepin Cider Sippin Revue. Oh, it was always so much fun seeing all of you and hugging you and having drinks with you. But that's okay. Next year's coming. But I did look back to see when was the first time I saw a Leaf Peepin Cider Sippin Revue show, and that was in 1997. And that was before the House of LeMay. Yes, it was hosted by the Sisters LeMay. Yep, Amber and Marguerite entertained all of us. That's right. They'd sing songs, tell silly jokes, and then they'd pull people up out of the crowd and usually play a game with them or two. Oh, it was always so much fun. And, of course, I was looking through the pictures, and who did I see? But our dear friend Russell. He was there. He's been hanging around the HotDamn Trailer Park for years. How fucking old are you, Russell? Oops. But that's okay. My first Leaf Peepin Cider Sippin Revue show was in 2000. Yep, that was a very, very fun, important, and really historical year. Our dear Governor, Howard Dean, signed into law civil union. And let me tell you, a lot of people in this state did not like the idea of same-sex marriage. Nope. And what did Amber name the show that year? Take Back Vermont. Yep, because that's what the campaign was for all those haters. They had signs in their yard, Take Back Vermont. Well, believe me, we took back Vermont that night, and it was a lot of fun. We had special guests from all over, and Bucky Snatcher, the Beaver Pond game warden, was there, and Cousin Crystal, and let's see, oh yes, Nurse Anthrax. She's the head nurse at the Beaver Pond Health Department, and the Lady Zeno Memorial Gynecological Free Clinic. That's right. And of course, we couldn't do any of these shows without our dear Cousin Craig and the Beaver Pond Orchestra. That's right. Oh, I almost forgot. Nurse Anthrax asked me to remind all of you to remember WWW. That's right. That is, wear your mask and watch your distance and wash your hands for at least 20 seconds or use hand sanitizer. So now I'm going to take you over here and we are going to make a few cocktails. Follow me. Oh, there you are. You did follow me. Okay, let me show you what. You know, whenever I think of fall, I think, let's see, cider donuts, yep, candy corn, and vodka. And I'm going to show you how to use all three of those. Yes, I am. And they are good, let me tell you. So, for a great little snack, get you a bag of candy corn and a can of peanuts. Throw them together in a jar and shake them around. Oh, it is the best snack ever. And whenever you start eating them, trust me, they're addictive. You cannot stop. And then the other thing you can do with candy corn is you take a half a cup of candy corn, put it into a mason jar, and then you take a cup and a half of vodka and put that over in it, let it sit for 3 to 4 hours, and you can walk by and shake it every once in a while, or better yet, let it sit overnight and just, you know, swish it around every once in a while. And then you take an old piece of t-shirt or cheesecloth if you have it, and you strain that because there's little bitty pieces of candy that will be in there. And then you got yourself some candy corn vodka. Yes, it's a beautiful amber color and it's so sweet. Oh, it tastes so good. Let me show you. I'll tell you, you will love this. This is better than medicine. Oh yeah. Social. Woo! Ooh, that's good. Okay, and now I'm going to show you how to make a cocktail, because this year I've really been into mules. Oh yeah, I've been into the Moscow mule, the Kentucky mule. Well, I found me a caramel apple mule. Yep, and I'm going to show you how to make one of those, and you're going to love it. So you get your little, whatever you call these things, mixers. Put you some ice in there. Take a little caramel sauce. Pour it over the ice. And then you take you a shot and a half of vodka. Yes. I guess you could use the candy corn vodka if you wanted to, but I got regular vodka. Pour that in. Then you get yourself some apple cider. Yes. And this here is about 3 ounces, so I'm going to fill this up for 3 ounces. Put that in. And then 3 ounces of ginger beer. This is going to be so good. Shake. And pour. Now you can garnish this with a little piece of apple if you like. Yeah. Me, I'm not going to bother. And you've got your beautiful little cocktail here. Happy fall, y'all.
Lucy Belle, I put mine in my copper cup here. These aren't available in the gift shop, but that's really, really good. Lucy Belle, thank you. But don't drink too much, Lucy Belle. I know what happens when you. Oh, that was so much fun. But as Lucy said, she's the reigning Miss Beaver Pond. She's been Miss Beaver Pond since she was crowned in December of 1999. Yes, almost over 20 years she's been Miss Beaver Pond. However, this past month we lost Aunt Peg. Aunt Peg was the oldest living Miss Beaver Pond. And there she is in the middle. She attended our shows. That was at a Leaf Peepin Cider Sippin Revue a few years ago, and she wore the sash, and she was just a very, very special person. And so hats off to Aunt Peg. We miss you already so much.
So, Amber?
Yeah?
I have a question.
Yeah?
Now who is the oldest living Miss Beaver Pond?
Let's move on, Russell. Yes, I am. Also, if you saw Lucy Belle's piece there, she mentioned the Beaver Pond game warden, Bucky Snatcher. Bucky Snatcher also passed away recently, and the Beaver Pond just hasn't been the same. And the game warden's office is unfulfilled right now. So, Bucky Snatcher, we miss you. They were a wonderful asset to Beaver Pond and our show. So, Aunt Peg, Bucky Snatcher, we miss you very much. All right. So, we always have music in the Leaf Peepin Cider Sippin Revue, and we've got a special musical performance right now by, you know him, you love him, Jack. Let's listen. Thank you, Jack. And there's no coincidence that this is National Coming Out Day. No, none at all. No. Great song, Jack. Thank you. So one of the purposes of the Leaf Peepin Cider Sippin Review is to educate Flatlanders about some interesting things about Vermont. And so to do that, we asked Cousin Craig, who's the official historian of Beaver Pond, to put together some interesting facts about Vermont. So, Cousin Craig, hey there.
Hey, Amber.
All right, you still got that bird?
Yeah, can you hear him?
Oh yeah.
That'll be a late night snack tonight.
Okay. No, don't get the ornithologists after us, or they'll shut us down. So, Cousin Craig, tell us some interesting facts about Vermont.
So the 5 interesting things that maybe all of our visitors don't know, and maybe some Vermonters don't even know, but every time you hang out your laundry with a clothespin,
yeah,
you can thank a guy from Vermont who invented the spring clothespin.
Ah,
isn't that something?
Yes.
Before that, they just had the wooden ones that jammed onto the clothes.
Yep.
And he invented that with the spring, and it was much better. And his patent, he got a patent for it in 1853. And it's a lengthy patent application, but I thought one sentence in there was worth noting. He said, another advantage, and a very important one too, my improved clothespin possesses over the common pin, is that it cannot be detached from the clothes by the wind, as in the case with the common pin, which is a serious evil to washerwomen.
Oh, you got to look after those washerwomen.
That's right. He was on their side.
Oh, and give us another one.
So another one, Dr. Horatio Nelson Jackson, who was a physician from Burlington, Vermont,
yep,
was the first person to drive cross country from San Francisco to New York. And he bought that jalopy. It was a 20 horsepower Winton in San Francisco, took the ferry over to Oakland, and he drove that all the way to New York City.
Oh.
In 1903, took him 66 days, I think it took him total. Got a dog as a companion along the way.
Uh-huh.
And 63 days he arrived in New York. And the car ended up in the Smithsonian Institution in Washington. And Dr. Jackson ended up in the Lakeview Cemetery in Burlington.
Yes, I've seen his monument. Yes. That's
I've never seen that. Yes. Next time I'm in Burlington, you'll have to show me where that is.
Oh, it's a beautiful cemetery. Yes, yes, yes. So what else, Craig? Tell me more.
So here's a little geography lesson. Vermont has no seacoast. We're what's known as a landlocked state.
Yeah.
But every single state we border on does have a seacoast. No other state can say that, including Quebec. And we can get to the ocean by boat from here 2 ways. You go north up through Lake Champlain and up the Richelieu River and the Chambly Canal, which dumps you into the St. Lawrence, and you can sail all the way around to the coast of Maine and New Brunswick. Or you can go south in the lake and take the Champlain Canal, which was completed in 1823, which connects to the Hudson River, and you can go all the way down to New York City.
Wow. And Vermont Burlington has been called the west coast of New England, but it's not really a coast or on the sea, but we have Lake Champlain. Yeah.
Right.
What's the next one, Craig?
The next one, the first person to receive a Social Security check, hopefully we won't be alive when the last person to receive a Social Security check does, but was a woman named Ida Mae Fuller from Ludlow. And there she is holding her first Social Security check in 1940. It was for $22.54.
Wow.
Which is not a bad deal considering in the 3 years she'd been paying in, she only contributed $25. She lived to be 100 years old, and by the time she was done, she had collected $22,888.92.
And that's why we're going broke.
Yeah, probably you can blame Ida May.
Got anything else?
Well, the last thing for all the out-of-staters to remember that's special about Vermont is we're small. And we're small in so many different ways. Mm-hmm. We're almost the smallest state. Wyoming is just a little bit smaller in population.
In population.
Yeah. But we have the smallest state capital. Less than 8,000 people live in Montpelier.
Yes.
I love the way the State House in every other state is in the middle of a city, and that State House backs up to a little hill that's all wooded.
Yes.
No office buildings, no. And of course, McDonald's is the only state capital without a McDonald's or a Burger King.
Yes.
They do have a Domino's pizza over there. We are also the state with the smallest, highest building.
Really?
There's a housing project in Burlington called the Decker Towers, and it is the smallest, that is the largest building in the state of Vermont.
And how many stories is it?
11 or 13, depending on who you talk to. I don't know. But everybody else has got a bigger one.
Oh, very good. Yeah, look at that comparison there.
Yeah, there's the Decker Towers over on the right.
And that's a government housing building, yes.
Yes. And the other thing to remember is there are 28 cities in this country that have more people in them than the entire state of Vermont does, including 6 just in the state of Texas alone.
Oh, my goodness.
Isn't that something? Austin, Texas, more people than we have in the whole damn state.
That is great, and that's why we live here.
That's why we love it.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Cousin Craig.
You're welcome, Amber.
All right. Nice seeing you. Take care of Beaver Pond.
Bye.
All right, Russ. Hi, it's Amber LeMay. Do you want to have coffee with me? Maybe snuggle on a cold fall day with me? Or hang out casually with me? Well, now you can. Introducing the Amber Live Store. Get a coffee mug with my mug. Get a sweatshirt with my face. Get a t-shirt with my face. Get a beach towel and you can sit on. Well, you get the idea. You'll always have me around. Order your merchandise now at amberlive.tv.
Yeah, so head on down to the Amber Live store and you can get one of these 3 great designs. You can get Surviving 2020 with 2 drinks in her hand, the Amber Live logo, or the League of Drag Queen Voters Don't Blow It Vote. And those come on mugs, they come on hoodies and t-shirts and sweatshirts and tote bags. You can even get Amber Live beach towels, and they're all at amberlive.tv. So head on down there and help us out by ordering a few products, and you'll never be without Amber. And there she is.
Yes. Oh, Russell, oh my God, hasn't it been fun so far?
Oh, it's been a great time. Oh, you know what I almost forgot? We have an ongoing series with our friend Jack in Canada. And Jack has been going out showing off his Amber Live t-shirt that he got. And he actually got out of the house this week and went for a ride with a friend. And they were going out to see the foliage. And here you can see Jack taking a little break in his Amber Live t-shirt and enjoying Red Deer, which is in Alberta, Canada. And then after that, Jack got a little busy hanging around. And we'll find out what he's up to next week.
All right. Well, if you have a picture, take a picture of yourself with your Amber LeMay merchandise, and we'll put it on the air, won't we?
Yeah, we'd love to get some pictures from our fans.
All right. So, Russell, we got a couple busy weeks coming up for Amber Live.
Busy. I thought this one was bad. It's going to get crazy.
Next week, we have the Democratic Party's nominee for governor, David Zuckerman, on Amber Live. Yes.
You will be
Yes.
one of 3 guests.
And the thing is, people said, well, why don't you have Governor Scott, the Republican, the incumbent? Well, we have reached out to Governor Scott's office and we have not heard back from him. But our camera is available to him if he'd like to come on next Sunday and talk with David. Nothing serious. We'll have fun. All right. But I'd love to have them both on. But David Zuckerman, the Democratic nominee for governor of the state of Vermont, on Amber Live next week. That is so cool. Plus, we thought, well, what's going on in other states? So who else do we have, Russell?
Well, from Florida, we have a friend of yours, or at least you think he is, Chris Caputo. He's in Wilton Manors, and he is running for city commissioner, I believe, in Wilton Manor.
Yes.
So getting into politics and getting started. And then we also have Jessica Benham, who is in Pennsylvania, and she's running for state rep, I believe. So,
so just to get an idea of what's going on politically elsewhere in the country. So that's going to be an exciting show. And then what's after that?
Oh, then is the big surprise. Well, we revealed it last week, but we are doing a huge show in conjunction with Higher Ground. We are lining up more acts than Amber can shake her stick at, and it is called Don't Blow It, Vote, and that will be on October 24th. That is a special episode of Amber. Well, it's not an episode of Amber Live, but it'll be a special presentation partly by Amber Live and Higher Ground. And again, we have so many acts, and we'll be releasing the announcement of what all of those are. They are nationally touring acts. We have actors, comedians, we have politicians, we have all kinds of people coming on to talk to you about voting and to perform.
Yeah, so it's going to be a great, great night. And then the night after that is our Halloween special.
Yes. It'll be spooky Halloween special. We're going to have ghost hunters. We're going to have horror authors. We've got a witch coming on. You name it, we've got it.
Oh, that is going to be so much fun. So keep coming on to Amber Live. Check out what's going on here. And let's remind people about the caption contest.
Yes, there it is again. It popped in unexpectedly a minute ago. That is the caption this. If you've got a funny caption for that, label it and send it in the comments to Jack, and we'll be discussing those at the end of the show. We want your funniest comments.
All right, very good. So, Russell, when this COVID thing started, I thought, oh my God, Vermont depends on tourism. People are not going to want to come to Vermont. And so how can I, as a dedicated citizen of Vermont, encourage people to come visit us?
You're always selfless and giving.
That's it. I'm there. And so with the help of Russell, I put together this promo to promote tourism in Vermont. And again, we sent to Governor Scott. He's not listening. So Russell, run that, would you? Cows are in the road, maple syrup everywhere. Welcome to Vermont. Life is kind of slow. For our kicks, we chop some wood. Yes, you're in Vermont. We've got Ben and Jerry's, the Lake Champlain ferries, and leaf peepers come in the fall. We go apple picking for cider, for sippin'. On Sundays we go to the mall. If you choose to stay, Governor Scott will give you $10,000. Spend it in Vermont. Take it, Bones. If you like to ski on the lake or in the snow, it's here in Vermont. Come and spend your dough on some homemade thingy bob. It's made in Vermont. If we want excitement, class, grace, or refinement, we turn on our direct TV. We may not wear what's the latest in style, but our long johns always are clean. You can grow some pot, but only 2 plants, and you can't sell it to anyone, but we hope to change that soon. Come here to Vermont. Please won't you come see us in Vermont? Now, won't that make tourists want to come here? I think so. And seriously, Vermont has this thing. If you come and work here, they'll give you $10,000. Google that. Yeah. Give me, I'll move away and come back. Maybe I can get $10,000. Yeah, and it is true right now. You can grow 2 plants of pot, but you can't sell it. But the state legislature is putting it through that we're going to be able to buy it recreationally soon. All right, yes. So, but I really want to thank Russell for putting that piece together. And the pictures during the dance or the interlude there, those were from our previous guest Stephen Meese. So thank you, Stephen, for that. It really adds. So thank you so much. So, I was reaching out to tourists, and we got contacted by this tourist that's in Vermont saying, hey, I want to talk to you about Vermont. And so let's bring on our tourist. Hi there.
Hey, Amber. Good to see you.
Nice seeing you. And I'm sorry, how do you pronounce your name?
It's Matt Thole. It's originally Matthew Edward Jr., but I like to go by Matt Thole. It's got a better ring to it,
Yeah, okay. So Matt, where are you from?
I'm from where everyone's from. I'm from 20 minutes outside the city.
What city would that be?
Oh, Beantown, Boston, yeah.
Oh, okay. So have you been to Vermont before?
No, this is actually my first time, but I like to go around and act like I've totally been here before and make sure I tell everybody everything that's wrong with everything.
So is that what brings you to Vermont?
Yeah. I just like to tell people what they're doing wrong.
Okay. So what's your favorite activity about Vermont so far?
I mostly just like to wander into people's yards unannounced and take photos of their stuff.
Like what?
So far I've seen a couple of moose. I've been trying to ride one for a while. I've been trying to meet some real Vermonters, like Ben and Jerry and Bernie, real Vermont types. Yeah.
But nothing yet?
No, yeah, so far nothing.
Do you have anything else planned before you leave?
Yeah, I got to. I'm planning on writing this real scathing review of this general store because they close at 8 p.m. and they stay open till I could wander around all night and just order one piece of penny candy.
So what would you change about Vermont if you could? You sound like you might have an opinion.
Yeah, I probably just mostly change the speed limit. I don't know about you, but whenever I crash, I like to be going wicked fast. So
wicked, yeah, we don't hear that word very often here. So have you been having any of the Vermont fine cuisine? Do you like any of the food here?
Yeah, it's okay. The cheddar's pretty good, but I gotta say my least favorite food in Vermont has got to be the creamy. I don't know who named that. Like it sounds like who names a child's treat a creamy? It sounds like it could be a threat rather than a dessert.
All right. And do you have any advice for any other tourists who might be coming to Vermont?
Yeah, so far, I'd say the best advice I could give you is whenever you're going to take a photo at dusk, make sure you park on a blind curve and don't use your flashes at all because it'll scare away into the wildlife.
That's good advice, Matt. And do you think you'll ever come back to Vermont?
Oh, yeah, but as long as you're here with that beautiful voice, I will be back anytime.
All right. Well, Matt, thank you so much for joining us, and you can come back to Vermont anytime you want. All righty?
Thank you, Amber. Appreciate it.
All right. Very good. Oh, Matt Fall. Yes. All right. We get him here on Amber Live. Yes. Very cool. Very cool. So let's get back to Beaver Pond. Okay. So one of our guests, our next guest, I don't believe you've met yet, but it's Cousin Crystal LeMay. She's been with us for a long, long time. So let's check in with Cousin Crystal. Hey, girl.
Hello, Amber. Oh, cousin, I miss you so much.
I do too.
I do.
Someday we'll be able to, come back and forth. But right now, Bob's treating me pretty good here in his basement in Burlington.
Oh, I don't want to hear about you and your paramour. I just want to let you know that Bo and Bones have been looking after your trailer just fine.
Good.
They go every week to check out your pipes.
Thank
You
you.
have quite a collection of pipes.
He found those, huh?
They do. They also mow that little patch that you have between the carport and the in-ground.
Not the plants, did they?
I think they're just weeds, honey. We're trying to keep up the trailer. We don't want the property values to go down.
So, Cousin Crystal, what have you been doing during this COVID?
Well, just this week, I've been spending some time cleaning up down at the Edna St. Vincent LeMay Center because, we're going to be voting there.
Yeah.
We are encouraging everyone to vote by mail, but there's going to be some last minute Lucy's that need to vote in person. So I've been cleaning up the center, and I will be working at the polls.
I told you to stay off the pole.
Not that kind of poll, dear.
Poor Cousin Bones.
Oh my goodness. Well, I do like to work at the polls. I get to meet everybody.
Yes. So now you're in charge of the Beaver Pond Players. What's been going on with them?
I am. The Beaver Pond Players have had to go virtual, but right before we had to go virtual, we were the last group to do a live performance of any kind in the state of Vermont. That's right. March 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. We were working on a show called Saucy Sandy and the Beavers from Space.
Oh.
And it was such a wonderful show. It was a crazy kind of a show, but people came and they loved it. And we made a little bit of money, which was wonderful. We need some money for the Beaver Pond Players, dear, because since you've been here, we've been low on our donations. As you all probably know, the Little Beavers of Beaver Pond often take Amber's vodka bottles, her empty vodka bottles, to get the deposit accounts and then donate that money back to the town. And we are certainly losing money since Amber's been out of town.
Yeah, Bob's neighbors appreciate that, though.
Well, we've had to go virtual. So I've been giving some actressing lessons over the Zoomer. And I've been working with Mayor Bibs Fisk. As you can see, she's doing quite well on the Zoomer now.
Yes.
And I've also been working with Dr. Ouchie. That's what the kids call our local pediatrician, Dr. Ouchie. I think that's so cute. He's been great. And I've been helping him. So many of our political officials kind of look like ghosts, crazy ghost people when they're talking on the Zoomer. So I've been very happy to help people with my expertise.
Well, that's very kind of you, Cousin Crystal. Very kind. Any other gossip in Beaver Pond you can share with me?
Well, Bo and Bones have been working down at the Fix-It shop. Yeah. They have been working one at a time. One will go in and fix some things, and then the other one will go in and fix some things.
If it ain't too heavy, you can bring it in.
That's their motto.
That's
right.
They're so crazy.
Yeah.
And we are also working on our holiday show, which unfortunately is going to have to be virtual. I miss having a live audience. I'm not so good on the Zoomer. I'm much better in person. But our holiday show is coming up. It's called Miracle on Beaver Dam Drive. And it's going to involve so many wonderful people filming little vignettes and putting them on the show. Yeah, it's a really nice. People that don't usually have so much opportunity, Amber. It's usually you have too much opportunity. Believe me, you've got too much opportunity to be on the Zoomer. The show is in conjunction with the community players at Upper Beaver Gash, Beaver Crossing, Beaver Junction, Beaver Town, and Beaverville. We're all community groups getting together.
Well, thank God you didn't include Beaver Creek, because we take a leak in Beaver Creek.
Nasty, nasty girls at Beaver Creek.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So the show will be coming on sometime the middle of December, and it's going to be a lovely holiday treat for everyone.
Well, maybe you can have some bits of it on our On Amber Live special Christmas show. We'll invite some of those acts on.
I would love that. That sounds good.
So I hear you have something else to offer us tonight?
Yes. Cousin Bones and I were out by the wood pile this afternoon doing some work, and we thought we would just drop what we were doing and do a little song for your audience. So here you go, sweetheart. I miss you. I miss you. I miss you.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
She don't like her eggs all runny. She thinks crossing her legs is funny. She turns up her nose at money. She gets it on like the Easter bunny. She's my baby, I'm her honey. Never gonna let her go.
He ain't been laid in a month of Sundays. I caught him once and he was sniffing my undies. Ain't too sharp, but he gets things done. Smokes his weed like it was oxygen. But he's my baby, I don't mean maybe. I'm never gonna let him go. In spite of ourselves, we're gonna end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big joy prize. We're gonna spy our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes.
She thinks all my jokes are corny. Convict movies make her horny. She likes ketchup on her scrambled eggs. Swears like a sailor when she shaves her legs. Takes a licking, keeps on tipping. Never gonna let her go.
He's got more balls than a big brass monkey. He's a wild-eyed weirdo, but a love-bug junkie. Sly as a fox, but crazy as a loon. When payday comes, he's a howling at the moon. And he's my baby, I'm his thing. I'm never gonna let him go. In spite of ourselves, we're gonna end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. We're gonna spy our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. In spite of ourselves, we're gonna end up sitting on a rainbow. Oh yeah. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. With a bucket, we're gonna spy our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes.
I love you, Cousin Bones.
I love you, Cousin Crystal.
Oh, wasn't that sweet? And I forgot to mention my song that I did earlier. That was Cousin Bones on the mandolin and Cousin Craig on the piano. Yes, couldn't have done it without them. So thank you guys. That song was beautiful. One of my favorites. Yes, from two of my favorite people. They've been together 40 years. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank you. So I thought we were going to try to get someone else from Beaver Pond, but
Amber, we do have a caller coming in from Beaver Pond.
He was able to get through because we've been having trouble connecting with him this week.
It's a weird connection, but I think we've got him on the line now if you'd like to talk to him.
Oh, good. So please, let's bring on Pastor Deuteronomy Fisk. He's the brother of Mayor Bibs Fisk, and we haven't seen him for a long time. So Pastor, how are you?
I'm stuck in the pantry of the church, Amber.
Why is that?
Because Sister Marie told me there's a plague.
Yeah, and this is how you're reacting?
Well, I've got everything I need here, Amber. I've got my Holy Bible. I've got all the beans I can eat, although I'm running low. I need you to call Hank and tell him to bring as much pork and beans as he can to the pantry at the church.
Will do, Pastor. What else has been going on in your life?
Well, I've had a lot of time since the church has been closed down due to Mayor Bibs Fisk's outrageous protocols to study about pandemics on the web line.
And what have you learned?
Well, are you familiar with this individual named Q?
I have heard or read something about Q.
Yes, this QAnon has been teaching me many things about what's really happening outside of this pantry.
Like what?
The plague has been engineered. It didn't come from a bat. It came from computers and cell phones and 5G networks.
Really?
Yes, that's why I'm wearing this protective helmet.
Well, are there 5G towers in Beaver Pond?
Yeah, I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know.
There's something else you should know.
What's that?
Something everyone in Beaver Pond should know.
What?
There's a secret society of Satanists who are running the world.
Really?
Yes. They eat babies. Have you ever seen a baby in Beaver Pond? I've never seen a baby in Beaver Pond.
You know? Oh, my.
So, I am here to announce my candidacy for the mayor of Beaver Pond in the Northeast Queendom of Vermont.
Oh, my goodness.
My sister has been in charge for too long, and that's got nothing but stuck here in this closet or pantry here at the church. I keep waiting for the plague to be over, but Sister Marie keeps telling me I just have to stay here in the pantry until it's safe.
Well, you know, for your sake, or for everyone's sake, I think that might be good advice.
Just stay right here.
Yes, but we will get back to you, Pastor Deuter, and I can't wait for your campaign against Mayor Bibs Fisk come town meeting day.
I can't wait for it either. Will you sing with me, Amber?
Sing what?
Old rugged cross, stained with blood divine.
We're running a little long here, Pastor, so I think we'll skip the musical interlude there, all right?
Okay.
But it's good to see you, that you're still alive, and I can't wait for your campaign.
Be safe, Amber. I've missed you. And remember, the real news.
The real news. All right. Thank you, Pastor. Glad you were able to come through. Whew. So things are normal in Beaver Pond. Yeah. So, whew. So let's get a little bit of something else. You know, we've been talking about Vermont and how we celebrate the autumnal season here in Vermont, but our good friend Rocco took a little visit to a Long Island pumpkin patch, and he sent this video along.
Hey, Amber, it's me, Rocco. I'm out here on my birthday, no less, checking out all the pumpkins and stuff, because you're talking about what you guys do up there with the cider and the leaf peeping. Well, out here, we got pumpkin peeping. If you could tell, I'm kind of blocked out a little bit, and there's a lot of what we call pumpkin traffic. Check it out. All right, it's not that bad, but maybe on the weekends it gets a lot worse. Try to go out east on Long Island to pick pumpkins, you're kind of screwed. But anyway, I'm here looking at pumpkins in a pumpkin patch. Look at it. These are all great pumpkins. But let me tell you something. If your pumpkin gets deflated, what are you gonna do? You're gonna use a pumpkin patch. That's right, I got a million of them. But that's the only one I'm gonna tell. Check out this pumpkin. It's kind of cool. If you've never seen a pumpkin before, you're in for a treat, because here we got a lot of them. Look, no pumpkins there. But if you look closer, there's more pumpkins. This place never ends. Look at all these pumpkins. And this is just one of millions of pumpkin patches on Long Island. You would think that that's all they got here is pumpkin patches. But there's plenty of sod farms too. Maybe the great pumpkin is here. Maybe I'll come back on Halloween and look for him. While you're at the pumpkin farm, slide down the slide. Let's go to another pumpkin farm. Why not? Oh, I know why not. Because they won't let me in. Let me tell you something else about pumpkins. Pumpkins are like the fruit of the fall. They're everywhere. You can put them in a pie, a soup. So there you have it. Pumpkins. Hey, we all love pumpkins, right? Because Halloween is all about pumpkins and candy. So this has been Rocco Zamboni at the Pumpkin Patch. Maybe you want to go check it out too. Hey, Amber, drink up. Have some pumpkin spice stuff or something.
Oh, Rocco, thank you so much. And happy birthday, Rocco. Oh, my goodness. So good to see Rocco on his birthday. And he thought of us. That's really nice. Okay, I had neglected to make a few announcements of my own. And, the Leaf Peepin Cider Sippin Revue is not the only show or thing that's been postponed or canceled this year in Beaver Pond. No, two well-honored traditions have also gone by the wayside because of the COVID. Number one is the annual pumpkin speed carving contest known as the Jack Off. Yeah, that's not going to happen this year. Hopefully next year we'll do that. And then down at the senior center, the gumming for apples contest that they always have, which is always so much fun. They're not having that either. So darn it, we can't wait for things to get back to normal. Yes. And I do want to wish all my Canadian fans, hi there, happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. And you're being thankful that you don't live in the United States. I know that's number one on your list. Well, we may be coming up to see you more than you'd like. Yes, depends on that. And I also want to wish Tim Cavanaugh and his new bride, Candy, congratulations. Tim was on the show a couple of weeks ago, and they got married yesterday. So congratulations, kids. I knew you were going to do it. Very good. Thank you. So we're winding things up here. So, hey, Jack. Hello, Jack.
Hey, Amber. Good show
Jack,
tonight.
you got some great comments. People loved your song.
Yeah, I think that they liked the hula section of the song.
Yeah.
In that tropical spot of Central Park that I found. Who knew?
That was great. How long did it take you to play and put everything together like that?
It took 3 days. I mean, there was one day that I did all of the instrumental stuff, and then another day of just going out and shooting some B-roll and shooting myself in Central Park. And this morning I just went and shot some leaves and things, some ponds and some bodies of water, kind of like what Stephen Meese was talking about, for kind of giving yourself some variation and some interesting things to look at. Water and leaves.
Oh, very good. That was great. So what did we have today? Any great comments?
Right, we did have some good comments. Russell, can we get that photo back up? So this is in Vermont.
That's an actual spot in Vermont. Yes,
it is. Do you know what town that's in?
It's south of Bristol, isn't it?
It's in Leicester, but I also had to look that up, so I'm a bit of a charlatan in that regard. But anyway, getting back to the point. We do have some fun comments. We've got Michael Schultz saying Amber needs a lot of support at her age.
And thank you for your support, Michael. We appreciate that. And
And,
Larry does say it is in Leicester. Yes.
Yeah, and Josh Beaupre says, "I'm a big ape and I'm smashing that car."
Thank you, Josh.
And let's
Oh,
see.
no, I see that a former guest on the show, Brian Chia, who's also running for state rep here in Vermont. Thank you, Brian. Wants me to remind everyone that tomorrow is Indigenous Peoples Day. So happy for that. Yes.
Happy Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yes. Anything else, Jack?
Yeah, we do have a couple more things. There was a couple of Mike Pence related comments. Lucy Belle says, "Get that bug off my head." Whereas Real Masson says, "Can I put this bug in Pence's hair?"
It's for those who don't get it, that's a Volkswagen. And people of a certain age used to call them bugs.
And Jay Bailey Warner says, "Where's that gray-haired moron? I've got something for him."
Very good. I've got great audience. Great, very funny.
And Ron Gephardt said this, but this is more for my video about playing guitar. So there you have it. Good Cider Sippin review.
Virtual. It's been great. Oh my God, virtual. Hey, Russell.
Hey, Amber.
How you doing, Russell?
I'm good. We're almost at the end of the show.
Oh my gosh. And again, thank you so much, Russell.
You're welcome.
People who are watching this, it took a lot of work to put this together with the pictures, the videos, the music, putting up with me. Oh my gosh.
It's off to Masterpiece Theater.
Yes.
Like Monsterpiece Theater.
But before everybody goes off to watch Masterpiece Theater, I do want to remind you about the Bustier Club. It is very important, and we do really, really appreciate everyone who has helped us out. It is fantastic, and you can join the Bustier Club at Venmo using @RJD Pro. And as Ember pointed out, if you were watching this show, if you had gone to the theater to see it, you would be paying at least $10 or $15. And so if you could send that our way, we would really appreciate it. It'll help the show grow and keep us moving forward.
Yes.
And also, don't forget that we have the Amber Live store at amberlive.tv, which has some fantastic designs and some really incredible merchandise. And it's all at amberlive.tv.
All right.
Really enjoy it. And we did get one picture that I'll save for next week of one of our fans with some Amber Live merchandise.
Oh, great. Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much, Jack. Thank you, Russell. Thank you so much. And I just want to say thank you to the people watching tonight. We reach, anywhere between 2,000 and 4,000 people a week, but I think this week might be more than that. But go over, like, share, subscribe. It just means a lot to us knowing that you're out there and that you look forward to it every Sunday as much as we look forward giving it to you. So happy autumn, folks. And remember, next week, David Zuckerman, the Democratic candidate for governor of the state of Vermont, on Amber Live. And if you know Phil Scott, tell him he should be here too. I'm going to be here, and I hope you will be too. Bye-bye.
That's one for the books.
More like one for the birds, if you ask me.